Hi students, now take the third video on the chapter metals and non-metals. So in this video we cover a very important concept, that is the what happens when metal reacts with acids, and the second concept metal reacts with metal salts, and then reactivity series. Okay, so three concepts we cover today in this video. Let us start with this beautiful concept and very important concept, that is what happens when metal reacts with acids. So that is not new for us. In the acids, base and salt concept, we are learn about this concept when acid reacts with the metals. So we know that whenever the acid reacts with metals, what happened? Hydrogen gas is liberated along with the formation of a salt, right? So in general I write here metal, right? Metals plus acids, right? Metals when react with acid, metals when combined with acid, they form salt and hydrogen gas is liberated. Okay, hydrogen gas along with the formation of a hydrogen gas. So that is what the first very important concept, what happened when metal reacts with acids. So when metals reacts with acid, they form salt and hydrogen gas. For example, I can take metal is Zn, okay, Zn is a metal, plus, and I take HCl, hydrochloric acid is the acid, dilute acid, and then I can take the reaction when metal Zn reacts with hydrochloric acid, we form salt of metal, that is a ZnCl2, zinc chloride, plus hydrogen gas is liberated. Okay, hydrogen gas is liberated, solid. Okay, it is aqueous. It is aqueous. Okay, now balance here. 2Cl means 2Cl, right? So sorry, here balance H2, and here H2 correct, Cl2, and here Cl2, right? It is okay. Okay, see here H2 is there this side, and here H2 is correct, and Cl2, here Cl2, Z1, Z1. So it is balanced. So this is what the example for what happened when metal reacts with hydrochloric acid. Okay, this one. Now here when the metals reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid, okay, dilute hydrochloric acid and dilute H2SO4 sulfuric acid, right? They form salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, hydrogen gas. This is one point you have to remember. But here some metals are there, that is called as low reactive metals. Okay, except low reactive metals. Reactive metals such as, okay, such as highlight here, such as I take some metals such as copper, okay, copper, okay, Hg, mercury, okay, Hg, mercury, and then Pt, platinum, okay, etc. Okay, etc. They not react with HCl and H2SO4. Okay, dilute HCl and dilute H2SO4. Right, this is one very important point you have to remember. So here see, we have observed that the metals reacts with hydrochloric acid, they form salt and hydrogen gas liberated. And the example is Zn is reacts with hydrochloric acid, they form ZnCl2 and hydrogen liberated. Now here almost all metals are reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid and dilute sulfuric acid, okay, and they form the salt and hydrogen gas. Except some metal that is low, okay, that is called the low reactive metals. Low reactive metals, for example, copper, mercury, and platinum, and some are there. Okay, some are there. For example, silver. Okay, we can also take silver. Okay, etc. Okay, silver. Okay, silver, etc. Are they not react with hydrochloric or sulfuric acid? That is very important point you have to remember. Okay, these are the copper, mercury, platinum, and silver, etc. They not react with. Okay, except that metals. Okay, except these metals Okay, except these metal, all the metals are reacts with hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. That is very important point you have to be remember here. Okay, that is what the reaction of the metals with the hydrochloric acid. Okay, so that is very important. So like example, when metals is reacts with the any acid, we form salt and hydrogen gas. Particularly for hydrochloric acid, we form chloride salt, and with the hydrogen gas is liberated. And you know that this gas is checked or tested by the POXON, that is Canton experiment. Okay, so this is all about the what happens when metal reacts with the acids, right? So please write down this one in your notebook. Okay, pause the video and write down these all points. Right now, come to the another very important concept, that is the reaction of metal with the nitric acid. That is very important concept. Most of this time in examination they ask, that is what the important concept is the reaction of metals with dilute nitric acid, HNO3 acid, nitric HNO3 acid. Okay, dilute HNO3. So here see that the hydrogen gases. Okay, hydrogen gas is not liberated when metals are reacts with dilute nitric acid. That is very important. So see here, it is very important observation. Okay, conclusion is there. So we know that when metals is reacts with acid, we know that they form hydrogen gas. But in the case of if that acid is nitric acid, if you take H2SO4, they form hydrogen gas. If you take HCl, they form hydrogen gas. But in the acid place, if you take dilute nitric acid, so in the case of dilute nitric acid, the metals is not liberated hydrogen gas. The hydrogen gas not formation taken place. Why? Because HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. Okay, strong oxidizing agent which oxidized H2 gas to form water. That is H2O. This is very important. See here, what happened here? In the case of nitric acid, whenever the nitric acid reacts with the metal, the hydrogen gas is not liberated. Why? Because of the hydrogen gas is further react with oxygen, because nitric acid is an oxidizing agent. It supplies the oxygen. So hydrogen is liberated, but the nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. So that added oxygen to that hydrogen gas, and that hydrogen gas is converted to the H2O. So oxygen is added. So this is what oxidized. So that is what oxidizing agent. So nitric acid supply oxygen to the hydrogen gas, and that hydrogen gas, okay, that hydrogen gas combined with the oxygen, they form what? H2O. So that is why in the case of nitric acid, we not observe the formation of hydrogen gas. That hydrogen gas is converted to the water. Okay, that is very important. You have to remember in the examination. Very important. What asks? The hydrogen gas is not liberated when the metals react with the dilute nitric acid. Why? Because of nitric. 3 point is there. Because of nitric acid is strong oxidizing agent which oxidize the formation of hydrogen gas to form oxidize. Okay, addition of oxygen to form the water molecules. Therefore, this gas is not liberated in the case of HNO3, dilute HNO3. Okay, and itself get oxidized to form. Okay, again some see here, when the metals is reacts with the dilute nitric acid. Okay, dilute nitric acid, they form, one is salt and it is called as a metal nitrate. Okay, metal nitrate plus they form any one nitrogen oxides. For example, they form maybe nitrogen oxide, or maybe they form nitrogen dioxide, or maybe form N2O, or maybe form NH4, NO3, okay, etc. That type of maybe form plus formation of a water molecule. Because of this hydrogen gas is oxidized to form water molecule. So this is the reaction of metals with the dilute nitric acid. When the metals is react with dilute nitric acid, the hydrogen gas is formed in the is oxidized to form water molecules, and the salt metal nitrate is formed. Okay, and one is water and get itself oxide to form their nitrates. Okay, their nitrates, their oxides, their oxides. Their oxides means maybe it is nitrogen oxide, maybe nitrogen dioxide, maybe it is N2O, or maybe it is the ammonium nitrate. This type of water, then any one is formed. Maybe this form, maybe this form, maybe this form, or maybe this form. Different condition. If this is dilute, different nitric acid form. If this dilute is cold, then different is formed. If the hot nitric acid taken means different oxide is formed. So this formation of nitrogen oxides. This nitrogen oxide may be NO2, maybe NO2, maybe NO, maybe NO2, maybe N2O, maybe NH4, NO3. This formation depend on the T type. If the dilute, it is dilute nitric acid, or it is cold, or it is hot. Okay. If the nitric acid is dilute means different nitric oxides are formed. If the nitric acid is cold means different nitric oxide is formed. If this dilute acid is hot means different nitric oxides are formed. So that is depend on this one, dilute, cold and hot. Okay, so which nitric acid is formed, which nitric oxide is formed, that is depend on the dilute, cold and hot, right? So that is not required for you. Okay, so only remember this point. Why the hydrogen gas is not liberated? Because of it is oxidized to form the water molecule, and itself get oxide to form NO, NO2, N2O, or NH4, NO3, etc. Some more is there. Okay, this is what the very important concept you have to be remember, right? So again I repeated, the metals when react with nitric, okay, hydrogen is not liberated when the metals are react with nitric acid. Okay, why? Because of nitric acid is strong oxidizing agent, so that H2 gas is oxidized to form water molecules, and itself get reduced to form their oxides. Okay, that is maybe NO, maybe NO2, maybe N2O, maybe NH4, NO3. So this is the reaction you have to be remember. Okay, student. But student, here exception is there. Okay, here exception is there. Exception is there. Here two metals are there. That is what? That is magnesium. Okay, magnesium, that is Mg, and manganese, that is Mn. These two metals are there. They react with dilute HNO3, HNO3 to form hydrogen gas. You have to remember this one. Okay, so see, almost all metals are when reacts with nitric acid, they not use hydrogen gas except that two metals. Okay, examination, which are the two metals which form the hydrogen gas in the case of nitric acid? That is what? Magnesium and manganese, right? So magnesium and manganese, they react with nitric acid, dilute nitric acid, they form hydrogen gas. Okay, exception, this one exception, right? So you have to remember this one. The almost all metals when react with nitric acid, they not use hydrogen gas because nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent, and that H2 gas is form the water molecules, and then itself get reduced into their own oxides. Okay, it reduce into get reduced, not oxygen, get reduced into form their oxides. Maybe these oxides are NO, NO2, N2O, or NH4, NO3. So this is a reaction, metal with dilute nitric acid, salt, then metal nitrate, then this type of oxides, and with the water molecules. And exception is there. Exception is what? Magnesium and manganese. These are the two metals. They are react with nitric acid and they are able to form the hydrogen gas. These only. And other than these two, all are not form the hydrogen gas. Only magnesium and manganese can form the hydrogen gas. So students, this is about, okay, this is all about the reaction of metals with the nitric oxides. Okay, it is the reaction of metals with the acids. So in the acid, one hydrochloric acid and one is sulfuric acid and one is nitric acid. right? So these are very important point. You have to be remember, you have to practice in your own. And this point, right, about nitric acid is very important. Okay, in the model question per also one question is there on this concept. So that is very important. Practice this all concept. Okay, it is enough for you. Okay, this knowledge is enough for you. No, not write more than that. It is enough for you. It is only 5 to 10 minutes to perfect it. Okay, so please write down these very important points and remember these points. Okay, exception is very important. Remember this point and on this point note down your notebook. Okay, then now come to the next very important concept. Okay, please write down this one. Now students, take the another very important concept, that is what the arrangement of metals in the decreasing order of reactivity with dilute acid. That is very important, right? I take an example for some metals. For example, I take Mg, magnesium, and I take aluminium, and I take zinc, and I take Fe. Okay, so these are metal I take here. One is magnesium, one is Al, and one is Zn, and one is iron Fe. So here see, I want to arrange these metal in the order of decreasing order of reactivity with dilute acids. Maybe it is H2SO4 or maybe it is HCl. Okay, now when this magnesium is reacts with acid, we observe that the formation of the bubbles, that is hydrogen gas bubbles, is more faster as compared to Al, as compared to Zn, as compared to Fe. So we conclude that the Mg is a more reactive metal with the acids. Which metal is a more reactive with the acid? That is what the hydrogen, that is what the magnesium. Why? Because of the rate of formation of the bubbles is more faster than any of the other metals, right? So that is why we can put the magnesium is at the topmost reactivity series of the with the acids. Okay, so here see, so right here magnesium, the rate of formation of rate of formation of bubbles is more faster when magnesium reacts with acids. Okay, reacts with the acids. You have to very important remember. Okay, very important to have remember. So we observe that the rate of formation of bubbles in the more faster in when magnesium reacts with the acid. So we conclude that the magnesium is greater than the reactivity. Magnesium is greater reactive than aluminium, and as compared to Zn, Al, the Al is greater. So Al and then Zn. So this is what the decreasing reactivity. So most powerful or most reactive metal with the acid is what? That is magnesium, and second is aluminium, and the second is Zn, and then later is the Fe. So that is all is depend on the formation of the bubble speed. Okay, if you compare to Al and Mg faster bubble formation. If you compare Zn and Al, so Al is greater, so Al is faster as compared to Zn. If you compare Fe and Zn, the Zn is formation of bubbles is more than Fe. So as we conclude that first is Mg, then Al, and then Zn, and then Fe. So it is what a decreasing order of reactivity. First is greater Mg, then decrease Al, then decrease Zn, then decrease, last is Fe. So that is the point you have to remember this very important series. In the examination they write, maybe ask, write an arrangement of the element in the decreasing order of with the reaction with the acids. That is what first Mg, then Al, okay, aluminium, and then zinc, and then Fe. You have to remember. Okay, so why this Mg is a most reactive with acid? Because of we observe that the rate of formation of bubbles is more faster in case of magnesium when reacts with the acids as compared to Al, as compared to Zn, as compared to Fe. The fastest formation of bubbles is taken place in Mg. So that is very important. And one metal is there, that is what? The copper. Okay, copper. So here we observe that in the case of copper, no formation of copper. In the case of copper, no formation of bubbles is there. Bubbles is there, and the temperature is remains unchanged. Okay, remains unchanged. Okay, remains unchanged. So we conclude that. Okay, we conclude that we conclude that copper is not react with that is hydrochloric acid. Okay, dilute hydrochloric acid. This is very important, you have to remember. Okay, exception of copper, right? So here see, with formation of heat. Okay, with formation of heat, this is what exothermic reaction. Okay, exothermic reaction. You have to remember this one. Okay, the exothermic reaction, right? The rate of formation of bubbles is more fast in mg, so it is also formation of more amount of heat, so it is called as exothermic reaction. And then when the copper reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid, there is no formation of the bubbles, and there is no temperature. Temperature remains unchanged. Means there is no endothermic, no exothermic. So temperature remains unchanged. So this is called as, we conclude that there is no reaction taken place of copper with the HCl hydrochloric acid. So this is very important point you have to remember. It is about the arrangement of the metals in the decreasing order of the reactivity. Okay, the Mg is first, then Al, then Zn, then Fe. Why Mg is more reactive? Because we observe that the formation of the bubbles is more faster in the case of Mg when reacts with the dilute hydrochloric acid or acids. Okay, and one exception is there for copper. Okay, when copper is reacts with hydrochloric acid, there is no formation of the bubbles and the temperature remains unchanged. This concludes that the copper does not react with the dilute hydrochloric acid. So this is very important point you have to remember here. Okay, this is what arrangement of the metals in decreasing order of the reactivity with the dilute acids. So please write down this very important concept. Next come to the another very important concept. Okay, right. Now take the last concept of this video, that is again very important concept, that is what about these metals reacts with solution of the other metal salts. Okay, and if you understand this concept, parallel we study this reactivity series, that is we know about the displacement reaction. Okay, in this chapter number 1 we about types of chemical reaction. In that one we learn about the displacement reaction. So that displacement reaction, you know that what is displacement reaction? The most reactive metal, the more reactive metal is displaced the comparatively less reactive metal, right? This is the what the concept of the displacement reaction. Okay, so which is the more reactive metal and which is the less reactive metal, and that can be understood by this reactivity series, right? This reactivity series, and we study both the concept with the parallel. Okay, so now first I come to this point, and then we are take this help of this series to understand this concept, right? So now first come to here, metal reacts with solution of other metal salt. So we know that about other metal salt. Okay, we know about the metal salts. Okay, so some common metal salts are there. Metal salts are there. That is, for example, copper sulfate, metal salt, and then ferrous sulfate, FeSO4, metal salt, then zinc sulfate. Okay, zinc sulfate. So these are what the common metal salts which are used in the class 10. Okay, these are the metal salts. So what happens when the metal salt reacts with the metal salts? Okay, that is very important concept, and that the reaction is understood by this reactivity series. Okay, so in general I can write here, so I can remove this one. Okay, so now in general I write here metal A. Okay, take any metal, that is metal A, and the salt solution of plus salt solution of metal B. Okay, metal B. So we observe that in the reaction we observe that the salt solution of, okay, we observe that salt solution of metal A plus metal B. So we observe that a displacement takes place, single displacement reaction. What happened is, see, in the place of metal A is a metal B is there, and the solution of salt B converted to solution of salt A. So what happened here? A is the more reactive, displace the less reactive, that is B. Okay, it is more reactive metal. Okay, it is more reactive. It is more reactive, and according to definition, the more reactive metal displace the less reactive metal, comparatively less reactive metal, that is B. Okay, it is more reactive, it is a less reactive metal. Okay. The salt must be less reactive and the metal must be more reactive, then only the reaction taken place. Okay, so it is more reactive A and considered B is the less reactive. So what happened? Because of the less reactive and more reactive, the more reactive element comparatively displace the less reactive element and they form the more reactive element salt, that is the salt of metal sulfate. For example, I take here, for example, I can take anything is there. For example, I can take zinc, okay, Zn with copper sulfate, So here see, copper sulfate is there and one is zinc is there. Now check this reactivity series. So come to this reactivity series to solve this equation, right? So see here, first K and then M is what? Potassium. Okay, it is potassium. It is sodium. Okay, it is calcium. It is magnesium. Okay, it is aluminium. It is zinc. It is iron. Okay, it is lead. Okay, it is hydrogen. This hydrogen, it is copper. It is mercury. Okay, it is silver. It is gold. Okay, it is gold. So see here, the metals which are above the hydrogen, that is called as these are more reactive than hydrogen. These metals are, okay, these metals are more reactive than hydrogen. Which they are the metals which are more reactive than hydrogen is what? Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron and lead. These are above the hydrogen, so they are above the hydrogen more reactive. Below the hydrogen, these are what? Copper, mercury, silver and gold, less reactive than hydrogen. Okay, you have to remember this one. Name the metals which are more reactive than hydrogen. The metals, the elements which are above the hydrogen gas, hydrogen, that is called as more reactive than hydrogen. The elements or the metals which are below the hydrogen, that is called as less reactive than hydrogen. So less reactive than hydrogen, you want copper, mercury and silver and Au. Okay, when we go down the here in the group, what happened? The reactivity series is decreases. The most reactive metals are here and the bottom is the less reactive metals. Okay, now observe here, see zinc and copper. Right, see here, zinc is more reactive or copper is more reactive. See, observe here, zinc is top and copper is bottom. So we do know that the metal which is above more reactive, below less reactive. So we have to what happened? So copper and zinc. So copper is above, so it is more reactive. Zinc is less reactive. So what happened here? It is more reactive. Okay, more reactive. It is a less reactive. Okay, copper is a less reactive. So what happened? Displacement now taken place. If the salt is must be less reactive metal. Okay, you must be remember that if you want to carry out displacement reaction, you must be take salt must be low reactive than the metal. If the salt is high reactive, means the reaction is not taken place. So here observe that the metal salt must be low reactive. Okay, so metal salt low reactive, the metal is high reactive. What happened? Displacement takes place. So we get ZnSO4 plus copper metal. So this happens, salt of A and metal of B is removed. So this is what a displacement reaction. Okay, this is what a displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. So I have observed that. Okay, another example I take here, see Fe plus I take ZnSO4. So see this reaction taken place, yes or no? So observe that where is Fe? Fe is here below the Zn. So what happened here? Below means it is less reactive. So Zn is above means it is more reactive. See this reaction taken place, no reaction. Why? Because of the salt is strong. Salt is more reactive than the metal. So I tell you that the reaction is only taken place when the salt must be less reactive. The salt metal must be less reactive. But in this case, the salt metal is more reactive. So this displacement is not taken place. Why? Because of see Zn is above the Fe. Above is more reactive, below is less reactive. So what? Zn is more reactive. So salt is more reactive means the reaction is not taken place. The reaction taken place means the salt must be less reactive and the metal must be more reactive. So in this case, what happened? It is reverse. So metal is less reactive, salt is more reactive. If the salt is more reactive, the reaction is not taken place. There is no reaction. In examination, such answer also ask if they take this question and they tell to write a product. So first you observe that which is more, which is less. If the salt is less, means the reaction is complete, displacement taken place. If the salt is more reactive, means it is no reaction taken place. You carefully solve this problem only with help of this knowledge. If you remember this reactivity series, okay, practice this one, okay, behind this one. First is potassium, then sodium, calcium, magnesium. One, take a trick and remember these all series. If you know about series, we can easily solve this type of problem. Okay. If you not know which is reactive, which is less, which is more, so it is not able to solve these reactions. Okay. So if you want to solve this reaction, okay, if you want to write a reaction on solution of metal with this salt solution, okay, metals with this salt solution, you have to get a knowledge of this all. Okay. So here what we take, sodium is the highest reactivity and the lowest is gold. And along down the group, we observe that there is a decreasing in the reactivity series. Okay, topmost are the most reactive, bottom are the less reactive, and the metals which are above the hydrogen that called as more reactive than hydrogen, and the metals which are below the hydrogen called as less reactive than hydrogen. Okay, so you point and remember, if the metals which are above are more reactive, the metals which are below are less reactive. As compared to this one, okay, as compared this both, which is more reactive? Above is more reactive. Potassium is more reactive than sodium. Okay. If we compare to this one, NaCl, Na is the more reactive. Okay. Means what? The metal which are on the top are more reactive. In the bottom they are less reactive. Okay. As in the case like that. Okay. Zn and Fe. Zn is above, so more reactive. Fe is below, it is less reactive. So if you go down, means it is reactivity decreases. Okay. Okay. If you are know about the reactive series, you are easily write so many examples related to the displacement reaction. Okay, so please write down this one, and this is very important concept of today's class. That is what the parallel concepts. One is the reaction of metals with the solution of other metals are, and then if you solve this one, means you have to get the knowledge of the reactivity series. Okay, the reactivity series, there are four big concepts: decreasing, down the group, and is a topmost is a more reactive, bottom is the least reactive. Okay, then hydrogen above is called more reactive than hydrogen, and hydrogen below is called as less reactive than hydrogen. Okay, the metal which are above are more reactive, the metal which are below are less reactive. If you know it, means you can solve this displacement reaction. The more reactive metal must be here, and the salt must be of a less reactive metal. That is condition. One condition is the salt. The condition what? For occurrence of, for taken place of displacement reaction, the salt must be what? The salt must be, okay, the salt must be less reactive metal. Okay, less reactive. Okay, the salt must be less reactive. That is very important to remember. If the salt is less reactive, then only reaction taken place. If the salt is more reactive, the reaction is not taken place. That is simple one. That is simple one trick. Direct check the salt. If salt is less, means reaction yes, okay. If the salt is more, means it automatically stop the reaction. There is no reaction taken place. There is no reaction taken place, right? So this is student all about the today's class. Okay, hope today's all concept, that is chemical properties of metals. Okay, in this one we are take about the reaction of metal with the acid, with the dilute nitrochloric acid and dilute nitric acid. Okay, and then we come to the very important concept of reactivity series, that is displacement reaction. So hope in this today class is very helpful for you, and most important concept are covered in today class. So again, please write down all the notes in your notebook and practice this daily, right? Because of chemistry, the reactions are very important. Okay, their formulas very important, right? Symbols are very important. And again, write down this neatly and put on your room, okay, study room. Okay, this is very important. Okay, make a list of these reactivity series and by heart this one. Okay, you have to memorize all these reactivity series without any mistakes. Okay, first K, then Na, Ca, Mg, An, Zn, like that. You have to be in correct order. You have to memorize this one concept. Okay, so hope that today's video is very helpful for you, and the today's concepts are very clear, and you are able to solve all types of problem on these concepts. So thank you for watching this video, and meet in the next video with the next new concepts.